Friends, we are at lesson number 18, that is hashtag success sauce 1.18. And as usual, every ninth lesson is the synopsis of earlier 8 lessons. So this time also it is so. And lesson number 2.3, interview Torpedo, I had talked about my fight with Lady Ghost, and when I found there is none, and that was the time I won over fear of loss of life, fear of loss of job, or any fear of that matter. And I had spoken about how I saved my father at the age of 6 or 7 with my presence of mind. Those are 2 turning points in my life at the very young age. And I spoke about my interview with Mr. Pogson and how I crossed the barriers of 4 European secretaries and then met him, got a job, and he, although MD of an English firm at an elderly age, I was only 21, became my friend and was guiding me which job to take, and that was a real honor for me. And I spoke about in 2.4 my dumper accident, where because of my cool mind I could save my life. I was not foolhardy, neither I was rash to jump out of the car, and that could have been fatal. And thereafter I had spoken about my interview with Vice Chairman and Managing Director, who really appreciated what he was brooding for 3 to 4 days and not able to come to a solution. I solved in a minute. And he then predicted that I would be somebody somewhere at some day. So thereafter I had spoken to you about my interview at Kilburns, and by that time I grew very overconfident about my talent, ability, smartness, everything. And there also I crossed 4-5 European secretarial barriers, met MD Kilburns, and got a job at the salary of 900 rupees per month, which is 3 times the salary that normally an engineering entrant would get. And I thought I am too talented, I'll get that kind of salary at Calcutta within 7 days. When I didn't, I went to him on 8th day morning and he said, "Sorry gentlemen, you are few hours late, and I have selected somebody yesterday evening, as I told you. You did not call up to me by that time." And then I could know that I have paid a very heavy price for my overconfidence. Thereafter I have told you about my interview at Hindustan Liver, where for each of the 9 zones all over India, they had selected one person, and totally we were 9 at the interview, and interview continued for 4 days. First day 9, second day 5, third day 3, and fourth day 2. And during the interview, I found that I am not able to speak. I could take others' name, that somebody else is not able to speak, only to solve my own problem. And thereafter I controlled the meeting amongst the contestants 2-3 times in this way, which was very much appreciated by the board of directors. And I challenged the personal officer who said, since I was smoking the costliest cigarette given at the tea break, that I have not been, those who smoke are not fed well by their mother. I challenged him absolutely bluntly, and nobody else had the guts because they thought if they challenge, they may lose the job. And since I challenged, I got extra points that I did not allow my dignity to be trampled, whether job or no job. Thereafter, I have spoken about reverse HR. Reverse HR, how to bring rejects to talents level. And I was able to bring a person who was reject, and for 8 years he didn't get any promotion, and next 8 years he got 4 promotions after I had motivated him to do work like wonder, and how he paid respect to me at 2:30 in the early morning, and how somebody who was boasting too much about his 4 cars, Parisian building, etc., that he owns nothing, he enjoys nothing. His servants enjoy, his driver enjoy, and others enjoy. He is only doing the bull work. So next day I could change him to a normal man, and he confessed that he has left all those arrogance within 6 hours of sleep. Thereafter I told you about Tear the Fear Fury, in which I had told you about case where somebody came to kill me and how I outwitted him, and he had gone back, and thereafter after 7 days he returned saying that he has left that path of hoodlum action or gundaism, and he will be a normal man in the society. I was very happy that I could bring a bad man to become a good man in the society. Thereafter I have talked to you about skilling for thrilling in the Himagiri Express, how 8 unruly, boisterous young men, or I should say teenagers, could be brought into a normal thing by giving them a cause, good cause, and they performed like soldiers, which was also a treat for me that I could succeed. And thereafter I told you skilling for forgiving, how forgiving somebody can bring sublime sense of satisfaction, happiness in your mind, that you have been able to control your anger to forgiving somebody who is an errant. And all this is to tell you that you keep your mind active, fearless, try to outwit the other, and finally try to forgive them that, oh, they do not know what they are doing. Let us forgive him. Thank you.